Hello, this is Mike Foreman with Game Plan Retirement with another episode of Let's Ask Mike. Today's episode, we're going to give out a hat, either one of these or since I live in the Midwest, probably one of these, a stocking cap with my logo on it, Game Plan Retirement. And as I mentioned, I'll give out a hat anytime I use a question that comes in on Let's Ask Mike. And this one goes to a neighbor. Conversation came up while we were shoveling snow the other day. Again, we live in the Midwest. We need stocking caps and we shovel snow. And the question was, I hear this term all the time, and I'm sure I've seen it before, but exactly what is a PE ratio? And so I thought I'd address that for everyone. It is something we hear about quite often, and you hear about the market's overvalued, undervalued, et cetera, et cetera. But what exactly does that mean? And it's actually quite a simple ratio. You take the price of a stock, or as far as a mutual fund or an exchange traded fund goes, there's a conglomerate of all the prices of all the stocks, so an average, and divide that by the current earnings on an annualized basis that come out quarterly. And that gives you a number that is a ratio of how much basically you're paying to have ownership in a company, which of course means you own some of the earnings. And so a company is considered to be very expensive, or a fund is, when it has a very high PE ratio, because that means the price is very high for a given amount of earnings. And a value investment typically would have a low price earnings ratio because the price of the stock or the fund is not so high for the earnings that are being earned. So there's different ways to use that information. But step one, of course, is knowing exactly what that information was. So I'm going to give my friend a stocking cap to keep him a little bit warmer for the next snowstorm. And hope you're doing well. Appreciate you tuning in to Let's Ask Mike. And please feel free to send me questions. I'll be happy to answer any question I can. And if it's a good enough one, or it seems like it fits for Let's Ask Mike, I'll be happy to send you some swag. Okay, great again. Thank you. Bye-bye.